In this demo, we're going to use the Embedder CLI agent to build a firmware application and then verify it using Renode. If you aren't familiar with Renode, it's a hardware simulator that lets you run and debug unmodified embedded software on your PC, simulating everything from the SoC to external sensors. For our setup, we have an STM32F4 discovery project, and we've given the agent the documentation, datasheets, schematics, and the programming manual. Here, we're asking Embedder to build an I2C scanner with an interactive UART console. After we hit enter, the agent analyzes the request and generates a plan of action. It breaks the task down, analyzing the codebase, researching the hardware abstraction layer, designing the parser, and finally implementing the drivers. It even generates documentation for the new console, outlining the I2C commands we requested. Now let's switch over to Renode to load and test this firmware. Here is our Renode configuration script. We create a virtual machine named STM32F4 and load the board definition. Here, we specify the firmware we just built with Embedder. We're also setting up simulated peripherals, a BMP180 sensor on address 0x77 and an accelerometer on 0x18. Let's launch the simulation. The machine starts, and we can confirm it's loading our I2C console application. We have now attached the serial console to the emulated UART port. Now we can type help, and there are the commands the agent wrote for us. Let's run I2C ls. It correctly lists the two initialized peripherals. Now the real test. It searches the bus and successfully discovers the peripherals we added in the Renode config, the BMP180 and the accelerometer. This proves we can use Embedder to build and Renode to benchmark and verify complex firmware, all without touching a single piece of hardware.